Yes, people, welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. We are back on UK soil from a very, very heavy trip in Ibiza. We are still on 2 cameras because we lost our other one in war. It was unattended for literally a microsecond and the wind took it and it smashed the whole lens, so that's in for repair at the moment. But yes, guys, it is currently nearly 2 a.m. in the morning on a Monday, or now Tuesday morning. This is our life now. We don't have jobs. We're unemployed.
What's a job?
What's a job?
Spanish.
So, yes, but boys, we are back to do a pod on our biggest fuck-ups in our lives. In our lives? Or in our
Yeah, I think in our whole
It's
lives.
got to be lives, yeah.
Has anyone got one off the bat? Like a...
I'm not going to give my big one right now.
No,
so
I reckon they're load
let's
that.
load them in.
Start small. Like, what's something small that kind of affected your life?
What, like... Going to college.
What?
Going to college was a big fuck-up. It was just the biggest waste of life ever.
Well, what did you do?
What didn't I do? I started off with media studies. In looking back, I know how to use cameras because of it, and I learned how to actually do basic editing. But what did I gain out of it? Like, actually, I got a subsidiary diploma. When am I ever going to use that? No one's ever asked me for my qualifications ever.
They don't, do they?
No, not in the UK. You know what? There's a difference in cultures, right?
Apparently America's quite...
In America, you need papers to get jobs, and that's everyone cares.
Can you not fake it?
Probably.
I don't know. I think
Like
that's
any job interview I ever went to, they never ever asked for my like
Same.
GCSEs or like university
Never.
degree. And then some of them I lied because I left after 3 months when I went to uni. I went to uni once and I left.
That's a mistake of mine.
What, going
Oh
uni?
yeah, shit, you went as well, didn't you?
Intending to go to uni, yeah.
Did you actually go?
Yeah. No,
I went about...
I've got videos of Mason on my phone, still to this day, from when he was in university,
What uni? you guys
listening to the lecturer at the front and going, falling
At least
asleep.
you made it to. I never even went to one lecture.
Yeah, I went to about 4.
No.
What did you study?
Sport science, sport management.
The point
At
of
Canterbury Christchurch.
Did you get any qualifications?
Nothing, bro. I left off. I didn't do one exam.
Where'd you go,
Did one
Canterbury?
test. Canterbury, yeah.
You commuting or did you stay
Yeah, I
there?
drove.
Brother, you went to Canterbury. I went to Bedford.
I
Do you know when you
peed.
chopped that bird in the car?
There's a uni in Bedford.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Shithole.
I might
So
admit that.
bad. It was so bad, mate.
What about us, you mean?
No,
It was like going back in time.
I didn't even know.
No,
there was a
yeah,
uni in
no, I
Bedford.
chopped a bird from uni. Yeah, she was 2 years above me.
Was she janked?
shock. Antique.
Started young.
Antique killer.
Started young. That was a mistake, to be fair. Like, if you're gonna go, if you're going to uni, I do believe in today's day and age, you should only go to university for something that's really, really, really required of you in terms of like being a doctor, a lawyer, psychiatrist, like something really specialised. I believe you have to study for. But
Yeah, I agree.
if you're going just for the fun of it, to go, well, fuck it, I'm too scared to go to the working world yet, so I'm going to go to university just to kill a bit of time, have a bit of fun, and live off pot noodle for 3-4 years, and get yourself in 40 grand's worth of debt. I honestly think it's the biggest mistake you can ever make, because I went for a year, all right, and it would have been a good qualification, but I then had to pay back 12.5 grand for nothing.
Yeah.
Like I literally 18 years old, I landed myself 12.5 grand debt for literally absolutely nothing, and I was paying.
Did you blow the whole loan?
Yeah, I know I was working and earning money. I was just, to me, it was free money, and so
See,
then
I didn't get any.
every paycheck, I like for years afterwards, I was paying like £250-300 a month, because the more you earn, the more you pay. So as years went on, in the end, I was paying like £200-300 a month.
I think I gave like a wrong national insurance number, so I never got paid. It was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was a blessing in disguise. I think my old man was just like, at the time, giving me some money, because his point was always like, as long as you're in education, I'll financially like, help you.
My dad done the same
But
thing.
he was like, as soon as you're out, he goes,
Yep.
don't give a fuck, like you're on your own type of thing.
My dad did the same thing. He said he'll pay for half my car, but as long as I was in education. As soon as I got my education, I got to pay for my whole car.
remember
that was
when
the deal I had.
Yeah, it's a good deal, to be honest. I quite understand it. At the time, I didn't, but it makes sense. Like, if my kid wasn't in school or in education, I'd be like, go get a job. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
When I look back
Yeah,
at
if
it.
you're not educating yourself, go and get a job. Yeah, go and
Like-
make money.
I just think, again, I can't speak on other countries, but in the UK, I've never in my life been asked for my qualifications.
No.
You worked in corporate more than anyone, Mason. Did anyone ever ask for your qualifications?
No, they care about your work history.
Yeah.
What I've never understood though is
I
like,
don't know about that.
Oh yeah, when I was
your
when I
work
used to do
history.
recruitment,
Yeah.
all the people that wanted me to get them candidates, they never asked about their qualifications, just asked about their job history.
They
Yeah.
want to know your work history.
That's illegal, though, isn't it? To say I want X amount of experience in a job.
They still do, mate. On JDs today, they still say, "Oh, you've got to have a bachelor's degree," and it's like,
No, but like
Why?
to say you want 4 years experience, it's illegal, isn't it? Like you
No.
can't actually say
There's
that.
ways of wording
Yeah,
it.
there are ways of wording it. Yeah, there's ways around
But
it.
you get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say. Apparently
yeah.
you're not specifically allowed to say
I've
that.
I've never understood how like when they're looking for a certain level of role, depends on like how executive you want to take them. But when they're looking for particular roles and they say it must be degree qualified, I'm like, but I know people in the job that have got 5 years, 6 years experience and you're trying to tell me that someone's been in uni pissing around for the last 4 years. He's going to come out and have more
Yeah, and do you know what it is?
That
It
doesn't
could
make
be a
sense.
degree in anything.
Anything.
It can be a degree in anything. That's how backwards this whole world is.
So
and you know,
bizarre.
another reason why they do that though is to show that you're committed
That's
to being
right.
able to do something. But that's bollocks.
Bollocks, man.
Oh, mate, the whole system's backwards. But the thing is, I was speaking to someone the other day. All the dinosaurs that are running these companies and doing all this, they're all starting to either retire or die out.
Yeah.
And the new gen is coming in, and they're all becoming a bit more wise to the real world because the current world that's being run right now, especially in the UK, they're all dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And they're not really in touch with reality. Look at all the politicians in the UK. They're so out of touch with reality.
Yeah, for
Like
real.
completely out of touch with reality. Like they put this new fucking law in saying that you can't go into adult websites, which I kind of get, but they're saying it's to protect the kids. But if you upload a photo of your passport and a picture of yourself, you can get into them. But they're so out of touch with actual reality that they don't know that you can get a VPN and just bypass it. Do you know the top 5 apps last week on the App Store were all VPNs?
That's crazy,
Every
isn't it?
single app was a VPN, or at least 4 out of 5 was. But that's how out of touch they are. They've gone, right, we'll put this bill in where you have to verify yourself. Well, just get a VPN.
Yeah, but the majority of the population won't know about
Yeah,
it.
but it only takes a Google.
Young Gen will.
The whole young generation.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the people
yeah,
that
of
they're
course.
trying to stop getting onto these adult websites, which I do agree with. I understand the logic, but I don't believe that's the real reason, by the way.
No,
I think that's the
yeah,
front.
yeah.
That is not the real reason.
Collect info.
Oh, it collects info.
Yeah.
They want to monitor your activity online. Look, they're locking people up for saying bad stuff online in the UK. So
Yeah, sure.
there's a ulterior motive to it, definitely. But
Yeah, for sure.
they're so out of touch with the real world. They've put this billing not thinking you can get around it. It's one of the most easiest bypasses you can ever do. That's how stupid everyone is. But that's the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are the ones who are making all the rules. As soon as they retire or die out, the new gen will come in and everything will correct itself, hopefully.
Yeah,
things
hopefully.
I've seen someone who was a friend of mine sent me an application for a job, and the application process, instead of a CV, it was like, please record like a 2-minute video of yourself speaking about your experience.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Though.
That's not a bad thing.
I think I thought that was quite cool.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. He said,
oh, right,
thanks.
yeah,
He said
yeah,
the new
yeah,
generation.
yeah, yeah.
So it's quite sick.
quite
Yeah, that's
like
nice.
that.
Yeah.
It's like a Love Island application.
Yeah, sort of.
I do
like-
actually. Do you know what though? I do think there's a dark side to that.
What's that?
I do think people sending in videos. So I do think that's actually quite an easy way for people to discriminate.
To look
Yeah,
at
but you
and
could,
say-
but yeah, you're right. But you could also just discriminate in the interview process.
Yeah,
but
no,
it saves time. Though,
Yeah, it
doesn't
saves time.
Send
Saves me setting up an interview.
If
Yeah, but
someone's
then-
jank and they come in,
Because I'm sorry to say, but in today's day and age, like certain names, certain
Yeah.
places you're born, like people will just discard your CV straight away.
Yeah, of course.
you get
And so you come on a video straight away, and they look at you, and if they don't like you,
But then surely that's saving you time from travelling into it and not getting.
yeah, of course it works both ways, but that could stop you getting a job.
write you off before you even had a chance to
do you know
open your
what I mean?
mouth, type of thing.
So
Maybe,
the
but-
world's backwards, man. The world's
Oh
backwards.
mate, when I was a recruiter, like I would speak to like CEOs and like people in the engineering side, like FM maintenance, and they'll say I don't want any like, and they'll say foreign names, but like, I don't want this and I don't want that. Like, you can't actually ask me. It's
crazy, bro.
But they don't care.
I know they don't care.
They're like, I don't want anyone like with like a foreign name. I want like a John Smith. I'm like, you're crazy. You're actually talking to the foreigner, mate.
You can get so done for that now.
Yeah, you could.
Like so done,
Really
man.
badly, yeah.
Boys, just wanted to quickly interrupt the pod to talk about a subject that is just a little bit taboo.
And guys, let's be honest, every man in their life has watched Korn, they've been on Korn website, and guys, it's time to stop, because the reason we need to stop is because it's affecting your lives. Your testosterone's going down, your libido's going down, and guess what? You're not approaching women, and you're not getting yourself out there, and you're not connecting with women naturally. However, we have got something to actually help you guys quit Korn.
There is an app out there that is called Quitter, and what they're doing is allowing you to get back onto track by helping you to get off of these websites, to help you with your mental health, to help you increase your testosterone levels, your libido, and to get your mental clarity back on track.
And guys, it's as easy as just finding it on your fingertips. All you have to do is go onto your phone, go onto the App Store, download Quitter, and the rest is history. Trust me, you'll thank us, you'll thank yourself, and your sex life, and then your life with women in general will literally just skyrocket.
And don't forget, boys, it only starts with you, so make sure you check them out. They're here to help you. Now let's get back to the pod.
Mistakes. Okay, one mistake I've never forgiven myself for was writing off my first car.
The car that I was in.
How do you manage that?
Do you want to know the whole story or the shortened story?
Like maybe medium length.
Mason didn't know how to use his brakes properly.
No,
you mean?
fuck
No,
off.
let me tell the real story.
How
And
old was he first of all?
He just, I think he just passed.
All right.
And when I say didn't know how to use his brake properly, if you'd approach a roundabout, he'd hit it at 60 and then last minute he'd brake for it, or he would try and go around the roundabout at 60 rather than slowing down. He didn't know how to use his brakes properly, and he cut up this really naughty geezer in a van. Like,
Played chicken with him.
bruv, like,
Head on.
is that what you did?
Yeah.
Is that how it happened?
Come out of Lewis and Holby's road. Did right. Went on the other side of the road. And then went back in and he spun it.
Is that actually how? Oh, right. I thought you cut him up.
No.
Anyway, when I say naughty geezer, think of like a naughty geezer.
Oh, van driver.
yeah.
It was in the transit.
He chased us with a slingshot and a dog. I'm not joking, bruv. Mason went through probably about 7 red lights, oncoming traffic.
That's awful.
This
Bear
geezer,
in mind, I'm 5 man up. Yo's in the front. I've got 3 of my
How
boys
old are you
in
at
the
this
back.
point?
17. We're all 17. And I'm not joking. This
You're
guy
invincible.
kept this. He went through every red light. I'm not joking. Every red light, and I don't know how
bro.
we didn't get T-boned at a junction or anything.
That's so bad.
This van kept up with us the whole fucking way. But I don't know I don't know how he did it, but he did. We're driving down this stretch of road. Again, Mason doesn't know how to brake properly. He tries taking a turning like a normal side street at 70, bruv. Hits the curb and goes into one of them green electrical bins. You know the data bin?
Not the BT bin.
The BT took out the whole network for this whole neighbourhood. All the airbags deployed in
Then
the
we
car.
went through that and then we hit a tree.
Yeah, but yeah, to be fair, that saved us probably from dying.
Yeah,
If we'd have hit
yeah.
the tree, we'd probably been really badly
Fuck
injured.
it up.
All I remember is getting out. It smelled like fireworks where all the airbags had gone off, and every neighbour on this fucking road were coming out to see.
You should have heard the bang, mate.
and all their internet had been knocked out. Did it cost like 56 grand?
It took months.
get
It
all
took
the-
months.
They were down on Wi-Fi.
You know, get cool.
They didn't get caught. And then
Oh yeah, and we shouldn't say this. We might have to block this out. But I'm going to cover my mouth just in case.
Police turned up and was like, what's happened here? I was like, an accident. All right, and then just drove off. rang Lou Butterfield. He came back with
Got
his
a tow rope.
Got a tow rope.
Got a tow
pulled
rope.
the car
You're
out.
so lucky, mate.
So, bro, it was so bad, man. I've never, ever forgiven myself for that. Do you know that? Never.
Yeah, that is wild with all the boys in the car as well.
5 man deep, bro. We got out unscathed.
Not a scratch.
Mate, my front tyres, the rim of the alloy of the car, on the front 2 tyres were bent in where we'd hit the curb so hard.
The tyres burst on impact.
Burst on impact. Every airbag went off. It was crazy, man. And like literally, it sort of went bang and everyone was a bit fuzzy. And I was
And
like,
do you know what he did? The fucking van driver drove past, stopped.
oh, yeah.
When I have that, you just drove off. Yeah, he did, bro. And we were like, oh my God.
That was crazy.
That's
was
so
fun.
bad.
Yeah, I've never, so please, kids.
Can't park there, mate.
Yeah, can't park there, mate. So I was like,
hell.
yeah, please, kids, drive safely, man. It's not worth it.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I did not forgive myself for that. I still haven't to this day.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, mate.
Yeah, it's not
Imagine you hurt
cool.
Someone.
Yeah, it's not cool. Well, I just feel guilty for my mum and dad, mate. Like, my dad bought me that car cash.
Fuck's sake.
Like, almost a brand new black Polo. I felt the bollocks, do you know what I mean? And yeah, just
How long did you have it?
Oh, God, only like 5 months.
Oh, I thought it was a little bit less than
Fucking
that.
hell.
No, yeah, we weren't lit. You're probably not wrong, bruv, to be fair.
What car was it?
Brand new Polo.
Oh, shit. A Polo.
Yeah.
But when you're 17 driving a fucking brand new Polo, bro, you're the bollocks.
Yeah,
I
you,
had an
17
old school
years
Fiesta,
old.
mate. Mine was awful.
My first car was a Polo.
I had 3 6x9s in it and 3 12s in it.
What's that mean?
Like the 6x9 speakers. They're like-
Oh.
and then like 3 big 12-inch speakers in it.
A big old subwoofer.
So like my car used to come around the corner, and it's like a beat up old school Fred Fiesta. And I used to think I was the bollocks, mate, just like putting on the most bassy.
You do, though, man. You do.
Bro, I told you the story about like we didn't have enough money to buy a car, so my mum like would lend me hers. And one day, bro, I went out and like I was out for ages, and my mum was ringing me like saying, "Where are you? Where you been?" I'm like, "I'm out. I'm getting an exhaust fitted to this car." And I've come back, bro, with this bad boy exhaust on this Corsa. At the time, she was looking after like old people, like in care home. And she was like, "What the fuck is that noise?" I was like, "Oh, my mate just done something to the exhaust, and I fitted like a whole system to it, bro."
So his mum's motor.
And then the next day, she's like, started at 7 a.m. go clients. She's like, she's running to the gaff, woken me and my dad up and been like, "What the fuck have you done to this car?" And apparently, like, all the boys would see her, because we had a private plate on it, and all the boys would see her drive around with old people in the passenger with like this fucking egg, bro. It was so funny. And then the car ended up blowing up because we put the exhaust on wrong, so like the whole bottom bit just like, it wouldn't blow.
Fucking hell.
Oh, mate, it was so bad at the time. But we didn't have the money to buy a car, bro, so I just
That's
stuck it on
so
my fucking
funny.
parents.
Oh,
Good
man.
memory though.
Yeah, bro, it cracks me up when I think of it
Fucking
now.
hell.
But yeah, it was fucking, that was...
I got a credit card out too young, didn't know anything about it.
Let's not start that one, bro. That's
That,
probably
that,
mine
that
as
ruined
well.
me. Again, that was Lewis.
So bad, that.
Lou worked at the bank. He worked at Lloyd's Bank, and he's like, I'll get you a credit card, bruv. I'll get you like,
You got me one and all.
I'll get you loads of money on it, and that, bruv. I'll get you 0% interest. I was like, yes, that's banging, bro. And I never had a credit
Don't
card at
know
that
what
point.
that means.
No, I had money at that age. I was just like, yeah, sweet. I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'll get a credit card. Got it. Never paid it back. All of a sudden, I got a letter through the door saying I got CCJ against my name, and I was like,
Oh, you actually got one?
yeah, well, so I did. Went down to Lloyd's Bank with my dad. Spoke to the bank manager. Like, I was begging him, bruv. Like, literally begging him not to do that to me. I'm like 18 years old. I was like, you are going to ruin my life for like the next 5 years or 7 years, whatever it says. I was like, I'm never going to be able to get a mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they took it off.
No way.
Yeah, they took it off.
It's white, innit?
You
I've told you.
You don't have to pay for it in the end.
What did I have to pay? Yeah, I took,
won't
yeah,
write
so I
that
set up
off.
a payment plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, set up a
So
payment,
lucky, bruv.
plan to pay the 1,200 quid back.
Is that all it was?
1,200 quid, yeah.
But back then, I
1,200?
suppose it was a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, mine was a lot more, bro.
It was 1,200 quid.
Well, that's
yeah.
nothing.
So I paid them like £100 a month back, but they took the CCJ off for me. Yeah, they took it off of me
Oh.
there and then.
I wish mine was 1,200, mate.
Yeah,
I
look.
took the fucking piss. Really, really bad. Took
Yeah,
me years to
naughty.
pay it.
The thing is, credit
I
card...
recently paid it.
Yeah. Credit cards are good if you use them right. It's just a lot of people just let them stack
Credit
up.
cards are amazing.
The thing is that you was never taught how to.
No,
Like,
yeah,
No, that's the
that's
problem.
No
right,
one
yeah.
ever taught me how to like deal with finances.
Leverage
Forever,
the
yeah.
debt.
Yeah, like debt is a good thing if you know how to leverage it. But point is, just getting a credit card at that age, I've
Dangerous,
never ever like known what even a 0% interest was. Didn't know anything about tax. Didn't know nothing.
Do you reckon that's built by design?
Yeah, man.
I think it
Of
is.
course it is.
Like,
The more you're in debt, the more you're in their pocket, isn't it?
yeah.
Especially as a
like,
youngster.
Why do they teach you algebra and all this useless knowledge in mathematics that you're never going to be able to use in the real world unless you have a job in some kind of specific industry? Why are they teaching you this complicated BS when they could teach you about taxes and how to budget and how to use a credit card
Crazy,
and
isn't
what APR is and what finance is?
Yeah, facts.
Why is that not taught in schools? Why do they not want to tell you? There's a reason why that's not in the curriculum. I know I probably sound like a foil. What's it called? A foil head? Silver foil head? Tin foil head. I know I probably sound like a tin foil head right now.
fuck's
But
that?
why? It's like a conspiracy theory.
right.
But why do they not teach that? Like, what is the reason behind that?
gotta
Why
be
is that not
that.
in the curriculum?
I think there's two reasons. Either the system's so outdated and they're not updating it,
Yeah,
or
that.
the second reason is because I don't think it is relatable enough to kids.
What an algebra is.
I'm not saying it is, but I just feel like
No,
they
man.
probably
Imagine
think
how
that
smart
finance
you'd be
isn't.
and how intelligent you'd be. Like when you leave school, you're like, okay, cool. If I get a credit card, that's how I use it.
Yeah.
I need to save for a mortgage and that interest on that and put money into them investments.
But then, what kid thinks like that?
Well, yeah, but it's setting kids up for
setting them
failure
up
by
for
not
life,
giving
yeah.
the option.
But imagine if you was taught that. Imagine how much
Savvy
of a
you'd be.
more productive, like society you would. That was a really bad use of English there. Like, what a far better educated system you would have.
Yeah, I
people
agree.
in society.
But I don't think they
people
want
wouldn't
that.
have debt. People wouldn't be fucking poor. Like people would know how to
Be
leverage
educated.
money. You'd know how to what to invest in. Like the population, everyone would just be thriving.
Yeah, but they don't want that.
No, of course they don't.
'Cause
They want you. They want to have.
And then control.
No. What's they want to have?
Well, yeah, that too.
What's it called? My God, why is it? It's late. Sorry, guys.
Tears.
Yeah, tiers is a thing, but like you have layers of people. You've got poor, you've got middle
Yeah.
class. They want classes. They want poor, middle class, and they want rich. Like they want that divide between people.
Yeah,
they want
maybe.
to have that. It's what helps make the world go around.
Yeah.
They still don't teach you, do they?
No,
No,
No.
they don't teach you.
probably even worse now.
Yeah, it probably is worse.
Now they're teaching hands.
I agree, but I don't think we can say
I
that.
don't think.
Crazy.
You can say
isn't it?
rainbow people.
Okay,
Rainbow
cool.
people.
Rainbow people. They're teaching about rainbow people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is mental to
It's
me.
awful.
Rather teach them that than actually how to.
I think they should teach you how to fix a tire. They should teach you how
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
actual things you need to know. How to change a
Yeah.
light bulb. And that sounds stupid, like, oh, it's easy to change a light bulb. But teaching like kids at primary school how to change a light bulb, basic stuff that you would need to know
Yeah,
in
why so?
everyday life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is that not taught? They'd rather just teach you bollocks.
Yeah, facts.
Like sedimentation,
But then would you,
fertilization. Like, bro, I don't care.
would you not think that's like your responsibility as a parent to maybe do
gonna
it?
say like, would you want to put your kids in further education?
What do you mean by further?
As in, like,
education?
just on top of that, just
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he's
but
saying
okay.
it's the parents' responsibility
know-
to teach you.
No, I was just adding on top, saying like, would you want to do something like that for your kids? Then, like, if they're going to school, and then like give them further lessons that they could learn this shit at home.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Mine-
think about like tech at school.
Yeah.
Learn about soldering irons and shit.
That
Like that.
was
All I used to
fun.
do was make fat soldering iron balls
Yeah.
with the thing. That's all I used to like. Just
Just
fuck around.
I just try to set people alight.
Yeah, like what did that teach me?
Nothing.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas you go to a tech class and they go, right, this is how you change a light bulb. This is how you change a tyre. Like, what a better society you're going to create than me just fucking around.
There must be reason. There must be because
They want people to be
Have you
fixed,
ever
mate.
needed to solder anything since you left school?
And I hope I never do.
I wouldn't even know where the fuck to start.
Where do you buy a soldering iron from?
Yeah, what would you solder unless you're like a?
It's true. What do you need to solder in
God,
life?
you know what? This sounds like a proper fucking 5 a.m. kitchen job conversation. Come on, let's just listen. I'll just listen back to myself and
We
thinking,
shan't, by the way.
this is a no, we're not.
No, we're
no.
fine.
This is a 5 a.m. kitchen job conversation.
true, though.
But it is true. We're not saying anything. I think people probably agree with us.
I get like school. I don't think it's good if you don't go to school. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
yeah, cool.
No, I think every kid needs to go to
Yeah,
school.
Yeah.
the teachers.
It's
your
social
lot,
things
yeah.
more than
Oh yeah,
anything.
yeah. I think the social, what's it called? Social interactions you
Yeah.
build from school. And what's it actually
Boys,
called?
I can't even begin to tell you how different schools are now compared to when we were there.
How would you know?
How do you know you've been hanging around outside?
you didn't land, did you? You
They
didn't
are,
land.
though. They're so because of like social media and stuff. That's why.
Oh yeah. Do you know
Yeah.
what? I'm not gonna lie. I'd absolutely hate to go to school.
Oh,
now.
even not even that. Look how like, for example, when you look at youngsters today, like, look at what they look like in comparison to what we looked like when we were that age. They care
dress.
so much about their appearance. And
Is that a
they're
bad
all-
thing though?
Yes,
Or-
I do think
I
that's a
think
bad thing.
for
yeah.
young
An
people,
element of
yeah.
that.
Not. I think
They
when you're
ha-
older.
I think they have too much too young.
It's not. It's,
I think
it's
there's too much
bad.
pressure too young.
It's
Yeah.
bad when they prioritize it.
yeah.
Like, it's a priority now to look a certain way. Like you were just free as a kid. You didn't really care about that.
I did to an extent.
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
like
but
how
not
people
like
care
that.
now, bro.
All you cared about is having a fresh pair of Air Force Ones for school.
In my fucking what's that tracksuit?
Just do it bag,
That's
Echo
right.
tracksuit,
Echo tracksuit.
Echo tracksuits, a Just Do It bag.
Yeah.
That was it.
Do you used to fold up all the corners of your books because it wouldn't fit in?
But I never used to take books in school,
I never
mate.
took. I used to take a pen.
I used to
and a
take
pencil
Red
and a
Bulls
rubber.
and I used to take Red Bulls and
We had like
sweets.
different colour books for different lessons.
Yeah, so did we. But
Yeah,
I left
still
them.
take
Didn't take them. I left them in the class.
Yeah, you gotta take your books home. No, I'm leaving it here.
School teaches you social skills. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, proper.
Oh,
And some of my best memories in my life are school.
Definitely.
Million
Oh, yeah.
%.
Did you have a tray?
Do you mean underneath your desk? Yeah. Well, I used to hide stuff in my tray and ding it across the class.
Do you reckon they still have IT lessons?
Yeah, of course. Bro. We used to just go on Nike ID and just customise.
No,
football
no
boots.
way.
I don't think they do.
Why
either.
would you need IT lessons now?
What do you mean? Learn how to use a fucking computer.
Everyone
I
knows
don't-
how to use a computer.
Yeah, I don't think they
They're
do.
definitely. But what are they going to do with all them IT rooms? Just burn them.
But do you know how old them computers are? They just scrap them,
So
bro.
old, isn't it?
So old.
There's
bro.
no way they have IT lessons still.
There's got to, bro.
I don't
Why would
think
they
they
need
would,
to teach
mate.
kids?
Because
how to-
imagine if they didn't know, I don't know what the fuck we even learn at IT, like Word and shit.
No, you were just learning how to use a computer basics, weren't
Was it?
you?
I don't remember.
Do you lot remember your primary school days?
Yes.
A little
Vaguely.
I remember it quite a fair bit, to be fair.
That's the first time I tried mango, the fruit.
fucking great time.
Tried a
primary
mango.
school.
What, in
Primary school, yeah. We had a St. Lucia day. I'll never forget it. I'll
There was
never.
a black man who came into the school. He gave me a mango, mummy.
Oh, bro, what the fuck is St. Lucia though?
St. Lucia's a place, you idiot.
Yeah, I know what it is, bro.
I'll
That's
never
just
forget
a
it. And that was the first time I tried mango.
That's such a weird. Like,
I know, just such a weird memory to have, isn't it?
Fucking hell, bro.
Never forget it.
Trust a white man to remember
Yeah,
that.
literally.
Any more fuck ups?
Yeah, come on,
I'm just trying
mistakes,
to
boys.
think,
I've
bro.
got one.
Go on.
Go on. Getting
I
a girl
was-
pregnant.
Yeah, well, which,
Yeah, but that's-
which time we're talking about?
Yeah, I
Is
know.
that a fuck up or
So-
is that an accident?
What?
Like-
Same thing, innit?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
suppose
Fuck
it
up is an accident.
Crashing my car was an accident, mate.
It was a fuck up.
Yeah, I
I
suppose.
think everyone's guilty of that.
Yeah, that.
Keep
yeah.
me out of this conversation.
Yeah, 3 times this week.
Have I told you the story? But I don't think the internet knows the story. So I don't know if it's going to land me in trouble. I was 16, and this girl was 19, and then I'm not going to get.
Fucking hell, I thought the pod was getting written off then. I was like, oh no, here we go.
And we were chatting, right? And then like one thing led to another. I had a free house at the time, invited around, and this is probably like the second time I'd ever had fucking sex.
You
and
had
it-
sex at 16?
Yeah.
Fair play.
This was like the second time it ever happened. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't even bust at the time, right? This is when the story gets crazy. So she leaves and like whatever, and then like I get a text a few days later saying I'm pregnant. Obviously, I'm 16. I don't know how pregnancy works. I'm not even busting this bird, and she's like, "I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Oh shit, she's pregnant," and I'm like, "I don't know what to do," and I'm like, "I can't tell my mum and dad because they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like you're 16." goes on and on, and like a month goes past, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? You're getting rid of the baby. I'm only 16, and like, bear in mind, I'm 16, she's 19. It's illegal for a start.
That's not illegal.
Is it not?
No, 16's a legal age in the UK.
Oh, right, anyway, yeah, and then I'm just like, you're getting rid of it.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah, of course, yeah, I understand that. And then she was just like, I'm not getting rid of it, and I'm like sat there like it's summer, brother. I'm in like some Brazil football top on my trampoline, and I'm like, do I tell my parents I've got a bird pregnant or not? And then like months go by, and I'm like,
This is when you had braided hair.
yeah. And then months go by, and I'm like, surely like this kid would have come out by now. And I've texted her saying like, what's going on? She was like, oh, I was only joking, I was just fucking with you.
Oh my
Bro, I'd lose my
god.
shit over something
I
like
was
that.
16, bro.
I think the relief would just be enough.
Well, honestly, like this, and this girl was an absolute.
Does everyone remember losing their virginity?
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
I'm not discussing it on pod, but yeah, I remember.
I think we've talked about it before, anyway.
I'm not on pod, I haven't.
Yeah,
I know where it was. I know exactly. I've done about 7 like moves that night.
How old was everyone? I was 17.
17.
I was 16.
I was
17.
I got a bus there, and a bus back, went straight to my mate's house.
I was 17.
17. You know the younger generation, bro. They're chopping young.
Yeah, that's. But
I spoke
Ante,
to a girl
She was
the other
19
day.
when I lost mine.
That bird that I spoke to the other day said she was 13.
that's crazy.
Sorry? You might need to reword that.
That girl that I spoke to the other day
Just
said she was
the way, just
13.
stop there.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Reword the whole
Yeah,
thing,
well,
just in case it gets
she said
clipped.
she was 13 when she lost her virginity.
Right, okay, fine.
Fucked.
That's
Very
That's
young.
actually crazy, bro. You know, some girls have been pregnant at 13.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when we was younger,
Yeah.
all the fucking Weeswood and Lords would lot there. I
Yeah.
hear all stories all the time.
100, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah,
At
it's
that age,
crazy
you're-
work,
you're
bro.
a child.
Yeah, I was 17, I was.
Even 17 is young in my opinion.
It is young,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
She was 19. It's crazy,
work.
isn't it? But mistakes. What's your big- what
I'd
else?
say one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. But when I do mention these mistakes, when I mention any mistake, I don't regret them at all because every bad thing that's ever happened to me has led me onto a good path eventually. So when I do say this, I don't say I wish I could go back in time and undo it because I don't. But smoking
Yeah.
was probably the worst thing I've ever done in my whole
It's weird
life.
you said that because I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, it's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I was literally brain dead for about. If I take into account the mental break, like the mental disorder I had for 6 months, and then plus all the time I was smoking it, which was probably about 1.5 2 years. There's probably 2.5 years of my life where I was just basically just existing. I was just floating through life, not like brain dead, not doing anything really.
The thing is, like, mine wasn't that severe. Mine was just, it just made me severely unproductive.
That's what I'm saying.
But like the worst part for me was like when I was a kid, I was a very athletic person. I was heavily into like gymnastics, football, basketball. I was like just non-stop with it. And since when I started smoking, stopped all of it.
See, this is pre me going to the gym, and the only way I could get out of my mental disorder, I had something called depersonalization. For those who are watching, the only way I could get out of it is by keeping myself busy because I was losing my fucking brain. And I went to the gym, and that's what got me out. So
same.
so what I'm saying is, if that episode never happened, would I have gone to the gym? Do you know what I'm saying? And I do believe I've got like my mental resilience now is just fucking stupidly high because of that whole episode. So would my mental resilience be as high as it is now if that never happened? Do you know what I'm saying? So like that's why I never really regret anything because I feel like it's always taught me something or I've learned from it somehow. But yeah, smoking is the worst thing I've
I
ever
think it's
done.
very common. All of us, even when I was at uni, we used to smoke it every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like it's like a part of your lifestyle.
Like, it was just part of like.
It's
the
still
way it
quite
was.
is very popular though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everyone smokes.
I think it's as popular though.
I think it is.
No, it's nowhere near as what
bro.
like it used to be.
Yeah, that's only
I
because
dunno.
people have gone to harder drugs.
I was
though.
gonna say, I feel like kids do like.
the-
yeah.
mate,
kids
kids-
are-
Bro, kids are doing hard drugs now.
Well, they're doing ket boys, like
It's fun.
Kids at school are doing
I
cat.
I
didn't
know,
know-
bro.
I didn't know about
They're
that
ket and
stuff.
balloons.
Yeah, but I didn't know about. But the whip pandemic is awful, bro.
That's what I'm
bad,
saying.
really bad, bro.
Kids are doing
You know
whips
that's
everywhere.
more popular than anything.
Yeah,
it's
and
not.
like-
It's
And
whips.
the worst part about it is they're doing it when they're driving, man.
Yeah,
Like, you see
videos
how many
of it.
videos you see of
general.
these kids driving around, balloons hanging out their mouth and all that sort of shit. I'm like, mate, you look like a helmet, mate. Like, one, not only then you put in your own life at risk, two, you're putting your passengers at risk, and three, you're then putting other people's lives at risk that are on the road. For what? Sucking on a balloon. Like, you are a
I just
dick,
don't see the
mate.
appeal. Like, I've never jumped in a car and been like, I wish I had a whip.
Oh, bro.
I just don't get it.
That
Like,
and K.
what is the
Yeah,
appeal?
the kids at school are all sniffing cat.
All
Hard,
sniffing cat.
hard drugs, bro.
All
It's-
sniffing
That's
cat.
crazy.
I didn't know about that shit till like obviously like later in my 20s.
Yeah,
to
same.
go,
Yeah.
Well, ketamine wasn't a thing when I was a kid.
Nah.
It's probably about.
No,
but
it weren't, bro.
Nah,
It
bro.
weren't.
No, that was about when
Ketamine's been about for years.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
which
but
was
it wasn't
popular,
as
yeah.
commercial.
Yeah, as in like
I was in
people
my
went-
early 20s when it became a
Same.
big
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
thing.
same.
That's when it was like huge.
And do you know why it was so big? One, because it was odorless.
Wino cat.
Oh, do you remember Rhino Care?
yes.
It was yellow shit.
Yeah, I heard all about it.
Yeah, I've heard all about it. One, because it was odorless, and two, because it was cheaper. It was £30 a gram.
20 quid it was there.
Oh, it was 20 quid a gram, yeah.
My mate told me.
My mate told me that as well.
Yeah, these kids do need to stay off that stuff, man. You're young, man. You're
Yeah,
like,
it-
damaging
It's
your
rotting.
brain.
It's rotting your brain, and also it does fuck your bladder up
Yeah.
Yeah.
massively.
Boys, now that you know all of us have had our hair transplants, we want to make sure we're using the best kit out there to ensure we're looking fresh at all times, and that starts from the top down. Rene is the only products that we use.
I am a big fan of this sea salt spray. I love coming out of the shower, sticking this in my hair, add a little bit of cream, and then finishing it off with the matte spray, which also smells absolutely banging, boys.
Best thing about this, boys, you can take it anywhere in the world, and you want to make sure you're always looking on absolute top form. Once you're looking fresh, keep your natural hair in place, looking the best it can possibly be. Rene, boys, that's where it's at.
Now, boys, if you want to cop some of these amazing products, all you need to do is head over to renecosmetics.com, link in description.
I would in fact avoid it if you can. Drugs in general. I would just avoid it.
Yeah, habit of anything, mate. Especially like people just drink a lot as well nowadays. It completely.
Drinking culture.
I think it's
No, hold up. You didn't let me fucking land, bro. I'm talking about drinking consistently every other day, bro. At that age, it's so bad for you.
Oh, yeah, horrendous.
Like if you're socially drinking here and there, like it's cool. Like I used to go to little parties here and there. And
Party,
drink.
they used to go to fields.
Yeah,
that's cool. But at that age you do. But I'm saying there's some kids that will drink every day because they think it's cool.
But bro, I don't think
Ages you.
kids do go to parks and fields
Yeah.
anymore.
I don't think it
Wherever
happens
they
as
go.
much.
I'm
No.
not-
Is that a thing anymore? Do people do that anymore?
I used to
Go
love
get
doing
pissed in the
that.
field.
Go and get pissed in the
Doing
field.
an all-nighter.
Doing all night and then the field. Tell your mum you're going around your mate's house.
Do you used to go camping and like lie
Yeah,
where you was
yeah,
going?
yeah.
Yeah, we used
Just
to
sit
do
up all
that.
night and get pissed, man.
Yeah, set fires. And that.
We had massive bonfires and that,
Back then it
man.
was like, how pissed can I get?
Yeah, but we used to get the
How
2-litre bottles of Strongbow.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you'd play
What about
Dizzy
the-
Dinosaurs and you'd spin round while trying to drink it, bro. Oh,
What about the cans of K?
Cans of K
They-
and bottles of Lamborghini for the girls.
The
Do you know how
K
bad
was
that is
awful,
for you?
mate.
Oh, man.
K stripe.
People like fuck their
What,
like.
about,
inside
what about the old
bad.
White Lightning, mush?
Oh, but they're all bad. They're
The
all...
girls always used to get a bottle of Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Remember?
What percentage was the K's? They're like 6 point something.
Seven.
Yeah,
it's
it's
solid,
solid,
bro.
bro.
Like you drink 2 of those, you're on your way, man.
We used to drink them at uni, bro, because they're cheap.
Oh,
Have a bit of poppers with that.
Poppers.
poppers, yeah? That used to get down back in the day.
Bro, do you know what? I first got introduced to them in Hideout Festival.
What poppers?
Yeah, some geezer was just walking around with them, and I was like, "What's that?" And he was
Come
like,
here.
"He wasn't that type of geezer."
Take one of those, you'll feel amazing.
And a balloon.
I done poppers in Tulum, but it wasn't.
No, it
my
just,
poppers was.
it just hurts your head, mate.
Is it? Am I thinking the same thing? You sniff it.
Yeah, it makes you
yeah.
fizzy.
I done it in Tulum at a festival.
You know what? Who
Homosexuals
actually?
use it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was doing it.
yeah. It increases the circumference of your shit.
Behind
pass.
it, yeah. I had a great shit that night.
Oh, we just poured out.
It actually didn't do that to me, but it did
It
give me
did
a
that, but that didn't feel no effect of
fat
that.
headache. Like, just
At
give me a
all.
head rush and it stopped.
Sorry, Jang.
Okay, more mistakes. Where are we at?
Just
Something you
trying
look
to
back on.
think.
I only got one massive one left, but I'll let one of you go first.
I'll say one. Jumping from job to job and not really doing any research behind it to say why am I actually going to this company apart from I think it might be a better opportunity or more money. I never really put much thought into it. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, granted, but I hopped around a lot. And I do think like if you're unhappy somewhere, yeah, but by all means, like you should leave and do your research and move somewhere else. But I think I took the piss.
Yeah.
I think I counted, and I needed like 4 hands to count how many jobs I had, mate. It was so many. I was just like going from one place to another. But I was good at blagging it. I used to go to interviews and blag it and get the job, but I would just go,
couldn't hold
I'm
it
done
out,
with
yeah.
this. But the problem with that was after I got to like later part of my 20s, I was like, I've actually never really stayed anywhere long term. Apart from when I got into property, then I was like, cool, I know what I want to do. But besides that, I was just hopping around, and I think that just has a big detriment because you're not actually allowing yourself like to fully understand if you're good at the job, if you're not, like what you've learned from it, what you haven't. Never really gave it a chance. So my advice is don't do that because you waste a lot of time.
I agree. I did that for years until I got to my job where I literally built my career. And it got to the point where my director, he was just a legend in the end. And I'll never forget it. He had a chat. I'll never forget this conversation. He was like, mate, we love you to bits, mate. We're like, and you're a great worker. He was like, but you keep fucking around, they are going to give you the boot. He was like, so you need to pull your socks up, kid. Like, you need to sort it out, sort of thing. I remember walking out that meeting with him after work. And I was on my way home and I was like, bro, what are you doing, man? Every job you've left, every job you got the boot, everything you fucked up on. I was like, you've got to sort it out, mate. And I did sort it out from then on in. And I was like, right, okay, cool. And one thing he taught me was about perception is everything. How you're perceived by others is how you'll get treated. So I was like, all right, sweet. I switched up when I was there for 6 years.
Yeah, so
Do you know what I mean?
they gave
But
you a
before
kick out the
then-
backside.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, 100. One thing, speaking of that, one thing I regret growing up is I never got a trade.
Oh, fuck that. I don't regret
Trade.
Yeah.
I don't
always
know,
wished
I
I
don't
had
really
one.
Why, that's
regret
what
that.
again, unless you're going to pursue that as a career, why the fuck do you want to do that?
I don't know. I just wish I kind
No,
of.
I think that's part of the problem. You're told to always, make sure you get a trade behind you. But then I feel like if you're putting all your heart and effort into something you're not actually passionate about, that time could be you spent.
But bro, I've
Why
not
is he
put
gonna say
anything.
no?
I've not put any of my time and effort into anything I'm passionate about until the last 2.5 years.
Well, there you go. But like, well,
Finds you at different times though.
yeah.
You what?
It finds you at different times.
Yeah, no.
But I don't think anything wrong getting a trade. I think being a trade is probably one of the most valuable contributions to society. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're not passionate about doing it, why would you encourage someone to go and get a trade? Or why would you even want to do that?
Didn't
I
know
just
what
think
else to
because you'll
do.
always make money.
Yeah, but again, when you're not passionate about something, so you're now trading time for money, which is the one thing we tell people not to
Yeah,
do.
bro, you weren't passionate about any of your jobs. You did it because that's what you were
I
just
tried it, bro.
easy were good at.
I was laying roofs.
Oh,
for
I
about
did
3
enjoy
days.
sales. I just didn't enjoy the job.
There you go.
I was on scaffolding, mate.
I remember, yeah.
That was a
We
bad
all
time.
remember.
Look at us doing everything. Laying roofs, scaffolding.
No safety card.
I've done every job you
can.
can imagine.
I was a
bro.
labourer for about 7 months.
Pull cable. Like, I've done
Oh, Paul.
all
Oh, yeah, I
sorts, bro.
forgot I've done that I've done that for 6 months and all.
Yeah, it's Paul Cable.
That's Paul Cable, yeah.
I've done every job under the sun.
I've done
mate.
Deliveroo.
Bruv, you know what? I applied for Deliveroo at one point, and I just kept all of the bags.
I can't believe my mate gave me his bag. I was like, go on, use my account. And I'm going around my 4 Series, mate, jumping out with his bag. People just looking at me like, why are you coming out of that car with that bag? I was just like, fuck it, it is what it is. I was just grafting, mate. I
Yeah.
was like, I'll just do what I have to do to make some dough.
Yeah, I would. I've never ever been bothered about making a pound note. Like, I will always
No, mate,
work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I was a little bit embarrassed to do that. I'm not saying it's
Sure,
beneath me,
I
but
get it.
at the same time, at the time I was doing it, that was the last thing I'd expected to do to make some money.
No, I'm not. I disagree with you. I fucking hate working for like jobs I don't enjoy. Fuck it, I hate
Yeah,
it.
of course I hate it.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, I would work if like.
Oh, yeah, if you
Like, there's
have
people
to.
out there that say I wouldn't get out of bed for less than that.
You ain't
like,
got a choice.
but
No,
if
I
you're-
wouldn't. I agree.
If you're not earning any money,
Yeah, but like, if
I'm going to work.
No, but one sec, if you truly had to, if you had a family that relied
Oh
on
yeah,
you,
of course, but I don't.
No, okay, that's the point I'm making. You don't have to because you got.
Yeah,
a
I agree
safety
with
net.
you. But I'm
Some
saying
people don't.
circumstantially, if you do have like a position where you don't need to, like, I'm not going to go and just get out of bed for fucking 50 quid, bruv.
I wouldn't get out of bed for 50 quid, but at the same time, like, it's like if you don't do that, what else? Not you. Like, what else is that person
Yeah,
doing
that's it.
besides? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. But what are you actually doing to
Yeah, that's it.
figure it out as well? So
I'd
I was
always,
a plumber's mate for 6 months as well.
I'd always rather have a little bit of something than a whole lot of nothing. I'd rather have some money in my pocket than none at all.
Yeah, I do get
Do you know
that.
what I mean? What I'm trying to say to people is don't ever think anything's below you.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you actually need money, if you've got bills to pay and you're, I don't know, at the moment in between jobs while you're searching for your next proper role and you've got a bit of work come up and it's going to offer you a bit of pound note and a bit of bunts in your pocket, go to fucking work, mate. Like, there is money to be made out there, even if it is £80, £100 a day, whatever. If you've got bills to pay, car payment, phone payment, you need a bit of float money, like,
Oh yeah,
go to work, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Go and earn a bit, go on a building site and just say, mate,
Yeah.
I need a bit of work. Like,
I worked on the building site for
they'll
6
give you
months.
100 quid a day. Just to be a fucking runner, mate. They'll
Do you remember when I was working down in fucking Devon, fitting flood defence systems? I went down to Devon.
random.
I went down to
Such a
Devon
random
for
job.
6 months. I've had the weirdest jobs ever. I fitted flood defences down in Devon for 6 months with my mate Ellis. I've been a labourer for about 6 months. I pulled cable for 6 months. I was a plumber's mate for 6 months. But I had some fucked up jobs.
well, you never forget them though.
No, do you know what? I don't regret them either.
Builds character, man.
Don't forget being on a scaffold going, I'm going to die up there, carrying poles, mate. There's a technique to that shit.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, brother, it's crazy.
Well, I know how to mix up. I
Not to mix
know how to
up.
mix up, bro. I know how to fucking mix up. Is that what it's called?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Cement, you want about
It's,
cement?
yeah, it's that what's called mixing up, isn't it?
So,
It's two
all I know is
cement.
if the power ain't turning, we ain't earning.
I used to do it on the floor, bro. I had to get the cement and then get the solid, whatever it's called. Fuck, I think someone's gonna rip me in the comments for this, but I used to have to do it. I used to have to fucking make cement.
for what, bruv? Bro, we was grafting. Fuck it.
Making dough, bro.
100,
What do
bro.
you got to do?
I don't regret that. Any other big regrets?
Yeah, not big, but here's something though, which I reckon had a bit of a detriment to my life growing up. Taking everything way too serious. Being what's the word I'm looking for?
People pleaser?
No.
Sensitive.
Yeah, so being way too sensitive and taking everything too personal.
Yeah.
Taking everything too personal.
I still
growing
do
up.
sometimes.
Nah, man.
Nah, we rip into you every day, bro.
Nah, bruv.
Some things I take. Sometimes I don't.
Sometimes the toe comments hurt.
The truth does hurt, mate.
I don't take things. I don't take things to heart. I don't know. Sometimes I can. Anyway, go on.
But I mean, like, to the point, like, I was growing up taking things personal, like thinking, why me mentality, like thinking like the world owed me something. Like, anytime something happened, it was never my fault. So I don't know. I just think I took everything way too personal. Like, anything that happened, I'm just like, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep. And I think people feel way too sorry for themselves in every given like, little situation. And I'm just like, brush it off, just fucking grow up and keep going, mate. Who cares? No one gives a shit. No one cares. And I think at the time, maybe I did a little bit.
Yeah, I hear that. That was an honest truth there, bro. Fair play to you.
I just think I did, man. I just think, like, why? Like, no one
I
cares.
was a people pleaser growing up. Yeah, massively, bro. I was a massive people pleaser growing up. Like, I didn't really give a fuck about outsiders as I don't now. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not your mate, I'm not your mate. I'm really not interested. But the people that I had around me, I was a bit of a yes man. I wanted to be everyone's mate. I wanted to like everyone to like me, sort of thing. I was like, yeah. Like, I'd do everything. I'd bend over backwards for people. Do you know what I mean? I'd do anything I could. Until later on, when I realised growing up later on in life, I was like, actually, do you know what? I actually don't need you in my life, man. Like, I really don't. Like, you don't make me feel good when I'm around you. You bring bad energy. When I leave your company, I think you're a bit of a fucking drainer, man. Drain my energy. Like, you say, people say, you know, you can tell the difference. Us four had this conversation a little while back, I think, about like when people say remarks and you're like, there was
malice behind that.
Yeah, there was a bit like that didn't come from just spur of the moment joke. Do you know what I mean? That come from like there's a niggle back here somewhere. Like,
or you've been discussing this in your spare time with someone else.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, you've actually been thinking about that for a long time, and there was your in to say it. So those people, as I got older, I went, do you know what? I think I said this a little while back, and I was like, I'm just going to stop talking to that person now and see if they ever reach out to me. And some people I've not spoke to now for a very long time. But it's good because I don't need them people in my life. So
yeah, facts, bro.
People listening to this, like, don't, you know, just keep those people close, those people that care about you genuinely. Don't be a people pleaser, man. Like, the people that love you for you will stick around.
I've got rid of a lot of people growing up. Not to say I was always the best mate to them, but I'd like to think I was never like a detriment. No, never. I was never. I could. My problem was I could go from 0 to 100, so see red and like flip out, and probably that would put me in the wrong. Yeah. But I had a couple of mates growing up, and I was like, these people are no fucking good. And I used to always think, Fig, and I wonder like if I could make friends outside of this. Yeah. There was 2 people in particular I spoke about them. I won't again, but I was very close to them. And I used to think, at certain times I was like, this isn't how like a friendship group should be. Yeah. In the end, I was just like, fuck this, drew a line. And from then blossomed, mate, like made so many great connections, better friends, realised what friendship actually should be. And I was like, fuck me, why did I even waste a day, yet alone however long I was friends with them?
You don't know what you don't know.
No, facts.
And you're young.
But that's what I mean though. People have these types of friends around them and they're probably scared to like kind of walk away because they're scared to be by themselves or like they don't know what's outside of that group. But I think that's the best thing you can do is be by yourself.
Well, I'll tell you something. One of the right side boys said to me, he's meant to have a trip at the end of the year. I'm not going to give a location and stuff because he might bait it out. But he's meant to be going away with a group of pals to a certain location for New Year's. And he said after going on that Ibiza trip with us, he goes, I'm rethinking about my whole group and people I'm hanging around with and even going on this trip with these boys. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, bro, I've got to realise there's levels to stuff and the energy I want to be around that ain't the right energy. And I was like, that's crazy. And I sometimes think we do take that for granted, how lucky we are to have each other and the group we have around us. Like you just now think this is the norm. But it should be the norm. But I'm just saying it's not to everyone else. Yeah, they've got shitty friends who've got low ambitions or no ambitions, low vibration conversations, brain rot conversations, talking about absolute fuck all. And then we do have fun. Yes, we do get out of nut. Yeah, we go party and all this kind of stuff. But we still lock in and have good conversations, talk about productive shit. It's just balance, isn't it? Like you're meant to have both. We will sit here and just take the piss out of each other, and the next minute we'll go, right, we've got to get this done. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. But most of these guys, that is the only conversation. Yeah. That's the only thing they're talking about. There's nothing else going on.
Nothing.
There's like, when's the next party? When's the next time we can get out of a nut? There's no in between of that conversation what's productive. It's just like next party, next drug, next girl, next whatever. There's nothing else going on.
It's not even just that as well though. It's sad to think that there's so many guys out there that is alone that doesn't even get to experience this type of stuff. Hence why we keep shouting about the right side.
Yeah.
We keep shouting about it because these boys are a living proof of how they were strangers. They've met. They've come on this holiday with us, not just to Bali, but to Ibiza. We've had such an amazing time with them. And now they're saying, when is the next trip? And it's like they didn't maybe have this with their friendship group. They've outgrown them. Like, just don't have that type of friends around them. Like, if that is you, then the right side is where it's at. And these boys, reach out to anyone, reach out to us. They can tell you themselves exactly what it's like.
Facts.
Like, they are living testimonials.
The quickest way to make friends is normally on holiday anyway. Like, remember us after the first Ibiza trip?
Solidified everything, didn't it?
Cool. We really fucking. We only knew each other like all collectively 4 months.
Crazy.
And then some of the stuff we were getting up to in that fucking villa, mate. Like, pause, no gay shit. I'm just saying, like,
No Diddy.
no diddy, but
I don't feel like the friendships changed.
no, they evolve very quickly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
They fast track
when
the
I think
relationship.
back at that, I don't feel like we was really any different to how we are now. Like, I feel like that chemistry was always there.
The chemistry
Yeah,
was.
I'd agree with that.
The chemistry was, but it's what you like. The situations you see each other in.
Yeah.
Do you remember who had to walk to me to bed one night?
No, him, I made him get you out.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't have him sitting there on the
stairs,
looking at me like that.
Eyes in different postcodes. Come here, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think that was weird. I thought it was funny.
but
And, like, we barely
It was
know
normal,
each other.
yeah.
But like, I just found it hilarious. Like, I didn't think anything other than that.
Now we just know each other on a deeper level. It's just
Yeah, that's
different.
probably what it
That
is.
is
It felt like all the right side boys like just clicked to each other.
Yeah.
They did.
Don't forget they're fucking strangers. Like, at least we had some rapport.
Yeah.
These boys have just seen each other on a fucking video call.
They're just on holiday.
And they're like, right, we're on holiday now. Well, we've got to fucking do this, I suppose, haven't we? Like,
Sharing rooms together,
I
man.
know.
Funny, innit?
That's fucking nuts.
It's
You
crazy.
step back and just watching them like in their own little groups, like just mingling and giggling, and it's just like, this is fucking
The ones that
serious.
fucking like spin my head is the 19-year-olds. Like, imagine like how over. I know we discussed this last pod, so I'm not going too much into it, but like 19 years old, that must be the most over stimulating thing in the world. Being in that environment, doing these crazy
At that
stuff.
level.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, man. Facts.
It's all downhill from here, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
God.
know, man. I feel like my life's got better every year.
No, I meant for them.
Oh, right.
Like, if they're not going to continue to go on trips with us or whatever, they're going to go back on their
Yeah,
mates'
but
trips.
they might do their own. Like, they've seen.
Well, let
the
me
levels.
let me let you in a little secret. There's no secret to my boys, but I went on a trip to my mate's stag do and to buy Ibiza, and it was so
Different.
different.
Yeah. But it would be.
The
like-
wedding was better than the stag do.
10 times.
The wedding was way better than the stag
That
do.
whole trip to
But
Santorini.
what I'm trying to get across to you is
Yeah.
Santorini. What I'm trying to get across to you is once you do it here, every other time is very unfulfilling.
Yeah, I get it. But
The way I always explain this feeling is, it's like going to Fort Park after going to Disneyland for Florida.
I hear
It
ya.
just doesn't hit the same anymore.
That's a good analogy.
But the first time you go to Fort Park, you're like, this is the bollocks. And then you go to Disneyland Florida, then you go back to Fort Park, you're like, this is a bit shit.
I hear ya.
Do you know what I'm
But
saying?
when we went for Halloween, we were like, this is shit.
Yeah.
Like, the rides didn't even appeal to us. We were
I know.
like, I'm really not bothered about going on that.
I know, it's crazy, but once upon a time, you'd have been like, I can't wait to go on this ride.
Like, I can't wait to go back to LA.
Yeah.
Fucking
We've been there,
LA,
like, by the
mate.
way.
No.
Fuck's sake. I think that's why it's good to actually be around that, though, to see these guys in these environments and experience that, because it kind of brings you back to reality to say how, like, we're so desensitized almost to, like, living this type of lifestyle, the shit we're seeing, because you're leveling up. When you go into a certain place you did, it doesn't fulfill you as much. Like, even when you went back to Thailand and you went to that jungle festival, you was like, this doesn't feel like the previous year. Like, I think you had said that, and I think that's because you're doing so much. So you almost kind of forget, like...
Do you know what, bro?
You almost kind of forget.
You're 100% spot on, because I never forget how like ecstatic I was coming home from Singapore the first time I went. And I think I said this on the vlog or on a pod or something. And bearing in mind, the first time I went to Singapore was with Georgia, and that's the first time I ever seen Southeast Asia. So I've never been to that side of the world before. And I was like, I remember like in awe of it. I was like, this is the best place ever. I can't believe how good Singapore is. And I wouldn't shut up about Singapore to everyone. I went back this time. Bearing in mind, between that trip and that trip was like 5-6 years, and all the stuff we've got up to and all the stuff I've done with my boys in that meeting that gap. Singapore's one of the worst places I've ever been
I
to.
couldn't wait to leave.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to
The
leave.
worst place.
I remember walking into that room, mate. Merc went, I ain't
I
staying
nearly
here,
had a
bruv.
mental
Bro, I was looking
breakdown.
at
Just walked in,
flights.
just put your case down, and he went, I ain't standing here, bruv.
I was looking at flights out.
Biggest mistakes ever going to Singapore.
Yeah, fact.
No, I think you had to see
I'm
it.
glad I've seen it, and then
We went cinema.
We
You
did.
and Yo went cinema.
Fucking
Captain America.
Where did we go?
McDonald's, mate. We just kept going McDonald's.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
We just kept going, leaving the box room, going to
We went
McDonald's,
about 6 times.
getting a Mackey's, and then coming back to the
Getting
box
them
room,
spicy.
getting into my bunk bed, then going back to Mackey's, mate.
And it was so expensive.
I can imagine.
Went about 6 times.
I did,
Singapore was very underwhelming. I think the curry was good. That was a good experience.
That was yeah. Do you know what? That was a good experience.
Street food was
Yeah.
but
But the street food was nice as
street
well.
Oh yeah, it's
That was like-
Satay Street.
as soon as that fucking curry was done, it's like,
Now what?
now what?
Yeah.
Like, no,
Satay Street
And do
was
you know
cool.
what? We did try and go to a club, and the club was.
Oh, bro. Which,
I've never seen
reckon
that. Let's not-
it's
The
up there
crowd,
with
the crowd.
It's up there with Turkey.
We've gone
clubbing.
so left with this fucking top.
But
Yeah,
it's like,
innit?
innit? Don't go to Singapore unless it's
Yeah.
Well, I tell you
Or in
what, Singapore
finance.
would be good if you've got wedge, because I'd stay in the Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah, but then even
Oh my god, how awful was that? That Marina Bay Sands, the club.
Yeah,
Bro,
Tel Aviv.
it was awful.
It
It was the ill people.
It
I
was
remember the music was
awful,
actually
bro.
sick.
Music was good. It's just the crowd.
I walked in there and I was
Crowd
like,
was so weird.
oh, this
It
is
was-
so strange, bro. It's like, imagine like,
just by the bar.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say it was Navjit
it was just
Central.
full of like dads and teachers.
And Navjits.
Yeah, like, it was
Navjit.
just-
Sorry, Navjit.
It was horrendous, mate.
I tell you what, when we're like,
No, I'm not going.
You're gonna go
I
back.
don't want. I'll never go back.
No, I'm not going.
we're going to say Marina Bay Sands.
No.
I don't know. What party with those people?
I'd rather
No, thank
we'll,
you.
We'll leave the hotel and it's the
You
same
go.
shit.
Me and Merkel go somewhere.
And do you remember the
else.
security to get into the fucking casino?
Oh yeah, bro.
It's worse than airport security.
Flight security, mate.
That was ridiculous.
That was
man.
fun in there though.
It's a very weird place, Singapore.
Casino would be fun.
Unbelievable country. Like,
Singapore.
It's cool.
I mean, it's,
I'd never go back.
it's one of the most economic.
Yeah,
You know, it's got the strongest passport in the world.
Big financial
I'd never go
hub.
back.
I liked the bit, you know, when we went to the beach bit that was like artificial, whatever the fuck
That
that was.
was boring as hell.
Santosa.
Do you reckon?
I
Do you
think
reckon
it
though?
looks cool, like aesthetically. It looks
What, of all
cool.
those shipping containers in the background?
Do you
But just
reckon?
interesting, isn't it?
Do you reckon there's places there you can actually go to that we probably haven't experienced?
Yes.
It's probably unreal.
Oh, of course. I think there's places
I
everywhere
reckon
we
there
go.
is, you know.
I
Yeah, I
think
think
there's places in
everywhere.
London we don't know
Yeah.
about.
I know, but like we're talking about Singapore, and I just think because we're like looking at it the way we are, I reckon there is actually some absolutely like
Yeah, of course,
amazing
there
parts
probably
we could
is,
have gone
yeah.
to and had a sick time. We just don't know. It
I reckon
exists.
you could go back with a bird and make that good.
I don't think so.
I'd get
I really
bored,
wish
bro.
so
Where
would
would you
I,
take?
bro.
You'd get bored if you stayed in the Marina Bay
You
Sands.
don't have to come with me.
But you should.
I feel like my level of like normality now is so fucked that I would struggle in a lot of places.
I do hear what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'll have to be stimulated.
I've got to we've got to go somewhere where there's culture, man.
There's
I don't know. Dubai doesn't have culture, and I love Dubai.
There's not
Yeah,
a
okay,
place
I'll-
like
I'll-
that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, but brother, Dubai's got fucking everything else.
Yeah, everything.
I love Dubai.
Like literally
cool. I
everything.
don't think I could live
You could
there,
never
but-
get bored.
Do you know what I don't like is the current. Do you know what I don't tell you what I don't like? The audience on TikTok, not just ours. I mean, just in general, the whole audience, especially UK citizens who live on TikTok, their whole perception of reality is so warped. It actually pisses me off. Like, there's so many morons on there. Like they said, the whole thing they say Dubai is the Benidorm. I'm like, you lot are just.
It's not that bad.
Do not forget, majority of those fucking idiots that are saying that haven't even been to Dubai.
Yeah.
Most people that have an opinion has an experience of things that they have an opinion
I
of.
know, but by the way, this
crazy.
isn't. No one's hated on us about this. I just look at comments sometimes, and people just hate on Dubai all the time. I'm like, you're just a moron. You're just so stupid. I bet. I mean, you know, we done a recent reel recently talking about all these different places. And then someone wrote, I bet they've never even been to them. Or, is this the only countries you've been to? I'm like, bro, I've probably been to more countries this year than you've been to in your life.
That person's probably not been anywhere.
I know, but I'm just like, who are these human beings that sit behind these accounts?
Poor
and just-
people, bro.
I'm like, it's
Very lonely, weird
That's
little
just a
people, mate.
representation of them because they have not experienced that. So he's technically saying, I've not been anywhere, so you've not been anywhere.
Oh no,
That's
bro.
basically what he's saying.
They should make podcast gear more expensive. I'm like, bro, at least
So
insult
original.
me with a very good, witty comment, not something that's been reposted thousands of times.
Original, innit?
So I don't know when we left that. I just the whole Dubai thing. I remember seeing Dubai comments the other day. I was getting really wound up. I was like, these people are morons.
Okay,
Cool.
any more regrets?
I don't have like, it's not really a regret or a mistake, but I'd say this was due to like bad management. So I was 22 years old. I'd just bought my place, put a deposit on it, which fucking cleared me out. I just bought a car and I was sleeping on a mattress, and then my bird at the time left me at the same time. And then like on one side I was like, I'm 22, I just bought a place, bought a car that I really wanted, but I'm sleeping on a mattress and my bird's just left me. And I was just there like being like, I can't even put fuel money into my car to now get to work. And I was just sat there like it weren't regret, but I was just like, I don't know if I've done the right thing. And I feel like that was from like just being a fucking money at the time.
In hindsight, what do you reckon you could have done differently?
probably not bought a car at the time, and probably just was more. But I don't know. When I was younger, I had this mindset of just being like, "Oh, just make more money,"
I still have that mindset.
and I still do. But I just tanked a lot very quickly, and I was like, I just didn't know what to do. But on one side, I was so happy that I bought my place and bought a nice car, but then I was like, I can't even drive it. I can't even really get to work properly. So that
Priorities, isn't it?
yeah, so I don't know if it's a mistake or not, but I definitely learned from it. And then my ex leaving at the same time as well, and I was like, I don't know how to feel.
Speaking of a house, I do regret buying a house that I had to do so much work to.
I did tell you that before you bought it,
Like,
but you did get it really good price.
yeah, I got unbelievable price. Like for the house I got, the size of the house, the garden, like semi-detached, like the price I paid for that house is crazy.
That's why I
But
got smell.
It's
I miss your old house.
so do I.
We would just be there all the
Oh,
time.
we should be degenerates in it.
Just
It's like the old
fucking-
Platinum Avenue.
Just fucking
Yeah, I
about.
know. Yeah, that's
Wake up in the morning, just buy a shitload of McDonald's. Just,
Yeah.
Oh no, you lot weren't there. Do you remember Ryan come round yours and he ordered
At the
McDonald's?
front.
And he's like, we fell asleep. He's like, no, McDonald's never come last night. We're leaving the house. McDonald's is outside of the
Loads, you
doorstep.
bought like 50 quid's worth. Bro.
Yeah, as well.
Dirty.
Cold.
Yeah, I regret that, man. Because I mean, I must have spent easy 20-25 grand on that house.
Was it not worth
Doing
it?
that up.
No, he probably was good investment wise, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was so much work for him to do.
Definitely,
But
yeah.
I did not have a bottom floor of my house for over 6 months, mate.
That's horrible.
I literally, bro, honestly, you would not believe how I used to live. Bear in mind, I lived in that house. I lived
Corner's final
I lived
boss.
in that house from day one, bro. From
Yeah.
day one, I lived in that house.
We
I
just
never
got
had a living
upstairs.
room. I didn't have a living room for over about a year and a half. I lived in my kitchen. Like I did room by room, bit by bit, because I had to fund everything.
Fuck that.
So,
If I didn't have money to do that, I wouldn't buy it.
well, I did, bro. When I moved in, yeah, I had about 12 grand still left. I was like, right, I'll do this. The kitchen alone cost me like 6.5 grand, 7 grand. Do you know what I mean? And then
That's-
all the other work, you know what I mean? All the other shit that then need to go with it. Doing that, I had the front door moved over, the new walls put in, new walls knocked out. It was just I was churning money, mate. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, all my money's gone again. Like, and I still want to go on holiday.
Yeah.
I still want to go and do this. I've still got my car to pay for, and I was like, bro, this is just stressful,
Putting yourself in a
man.
financial predicament.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
awful, bro. And I was like, this is long, man. In the end, it started to get a bit tedious, and I was like, I just can't even, like, my house is not a home. It's just a shell. Like, I go from my kitchen to my bed, from my bed back to my
That's
kitchen.
horrible.
It was not nice. So I would never do that again unless I had 100 grand sitting there ready to
Yeah,
go. Cool, I can
ready to
spend
sort it.
20-30 grand. The house will
Get
be done
done, yeah.
in a few months and I can move in. But yeah, I would never do that
I
again.
actually had a memory or not. Do you remember that night I called you up to borrow your house to chop a bird in?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, and I gave you you had the key box, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was out. I think I was with a bird.
Did you hear me with the bird was?
Of course I do.
Oh, I forgot until now. I was
No,
like,
of
oh my god, I
course
can't
I
believe
do.
that happened.
We had some good memories of
It's,
that.
I chopped in your gaff.
Yeah. You know, I think
All,
of
all
you
chopped in that gaff.
Yeah.
Have I? I don't think I have.
I've,
Yeah, I
I've
think
done
you would have
some
after
serious
mate's
chopping in that
done.
gaff, bro.
Well,
You
that-
did. You got a handy bee.
No, what about
No,
that
no,
night?
it is though,
What
bro.
about that night me and you come back? I was back with you know who.
Yeah, and I come back as well.
Yeah.
I come back as well.
Yeah, that was the night.
Yeah, he
came
came
back, I
back
don't
off.
think.
I come back with a fucking that bird, and when me and him come downstairs, I'm not going to say it on here because it's fucking. But do you not remember?
I do. I promised him the bed, so I had to go. I was
Yeah,
like,
you went on the sofa.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I do remember that.
Cause,
night.
yeah, because I already. Because
you turned up late.
No, that wasn't it. We said in the beginning of the night, we always used to do like who gets the bed, and we used to do rock, paper, scissors to who got the bed. And I won, but he left early. I went,
That's
don't
right.
forget, the bed's mine. He went,
I went back with no, was we all in the cab together?
yeah,
yeah,
you
we
two
did.
did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Stopped off and got his
Because then we were
own.
drinking in the because she paid for the.
Yeah.
And then she asked for the money.
And he didn't send it. And she mentioned it to us, going, he didn't even send me money for that cab.
Oh, God. Boys, stop, because they're not going to know what we're talking about.
Oh, we had a good time.
Yeah, good time.
We used to sleep on like 4 mattresses stacked up at yours. Do you remember? We'd be getting a bed and it was like,
He's like, up there, mate.
I used to wake up at him in the morning going, "Go, you alright?" Like, I just text him like, "Why are you awake?"
Oh man.
I didn't know you that well then either. I just wake up to
He
him
used to
and
do that with me as well, bro, when I
I was
first
like,
met
"Who
him.
is this guy, bro? Why is
After
he
a
up?"
rave as well. We go to bed at like 4 in the morning, bro's up at 8.
that was like
vaping,
my nocturnal
playing
days, bro.
fucking FIFA.
It's all caught up to me now. I wake up at like 8, 9.
Oh, man.
Used to be up at 6 a.m. bolted.
Yeah, I remember, mate. It's like, what are you doing?
Just caught up with me.
Stress.
Fucking
Other than that, regrets.
regrets or mistakes. But I've got a regret not leaving a relationship early, like sooner than I should have.
Yeah, good.
I stuck around in one for ages.
With a shitter.
Yeah, well, I don't know who you're on
God.
about. Yeah, I caught stick for that last time.
Did you?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, some
His mates. It was her mates.
The dad.
His mates. I mean,
No, the dad pulled her up.
It weren't her dad, it was the mates.
That's why I said it.
I said it wasn't even about her. So
It was.
It was about
you
other
can't be
shit.
trusted, can you?
Shut up. You can.
You can't.
Can.
Can't. But yeah, probably that sticking around for too long. I was just there for the vibes at the end.
Yeah, for the
Didn't know
vibe.
any different though, bro. You're young, innit?
Yeah. I used to talk to you back then.
Bruv, this
That's
is when
how
I used to
fucked
chat.
this
I was
is.
with my ex then.
Was you?
I used to be with my ex. I remember I used to be in bed talking to you. And I'm like, oh, you got a new bird? You're like, nah, same one, bro. Do you remember? But this is like 2016, 17.
We didn't even like know
We
each
never
other.
met each other in real life at this point. And we used to text on.
That's just random shit, bro. Like, so fun.
random.
Hourglass.
That's so fun.
We how mad is it? The whole time we used to talk, we never knew this was going to happen.
I'd love to find them
Fucked,
conversations.
innit?
We used to DM each other all the time.
Is
Do
it
you
on
know?
Instagram?
Yeah, it was on
must be.
Instagram, yeah.
There's got to be a way of
You'd
searching.
never get back to that message.
2016. There's
I'd
got
love
to be
to see
a
the
way
first
of.
tweets of this cunt.
What?
It was Twitter. I think.
Oh, yeah,
I
of
had to
course.
delete all my tweets.
I deleted all my tweets and
Yeah,
all.
bro, there's
Forex on the beach, I deleted all mine.
Oh, yeah, they made me delete
horrendous,
some as well.
horrendous shit on there, bro.
They were like, "Oh, this one's racist. Please delete that." I was like,
But I was
okay.
so rude to people. I'd be replying to people's comment like photos being like "act your face" and like, I was awful. Like people would be
act your face.
act your face, yeah. Like they'd be saying something wild. I'd be like, you need to act your face.
Fuck's sake.
You get it?
No, I don't.
Act your face. So like, it's based on your claps. So like, you need
Claps
to
are
talk.
like.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I used to be a menace on social media.
You had a good following on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah. Could you remember Lewis?
Yeah.
Me and him always used to just gun for people, bro, for no reason.
Oh,
like-
Lewis, he's fucking witty, mate.
Yeah, bro. Some people might actually know. The audience is probably too young, but yeah, we used to be fucking awful, bruv. So bad.
This conversation's just gone northwest, east, and
Yeah,
south.
it
innit?
has, isn't
This
it?
has
It's been a
gone.
good pod.
I've enjoyed this pod more than most pods.
I don't know.
Everyone got anything off their chest?
No, I'm not. I was going to drop a banger, but there's no point in doing it because it's just going to open a can
I
of
feel like
worms.
you've said that you spoke about it
Yeah,
briefly.
you have
before
mentioned.
I've never-
yeah, you've
I've
never
never
actually
gone
gone
to
into
depths.
detail.
Yeah, I don't-
Maybe give a high level without actually saying what went on.
I done some questionable. No, that sounds very weird. No. We won't say questionable.
Gay.
No, it wasn't gay. It was nothing. I done something that I should. I done something that I shouldn't have been doing,
Yeah.
and it landed me in a position where I had 16 grand's debt against my name, and no one had a hit against me or anything like that. It's just I can't go into details, but basically I had 16 grand's against my name. And it was a debt that I never actually racked up. So it's not like I went out recklessly spending, but I had this 16 grand against my name. And I had to pay it off within 30 days. Otherwise, my bank account would have gone into collections. I'd have been blacklisted. I'd have been paying interest on the 16 grand. It was a nightmare. Anyway, one of my brother's good friends bailed me out, paid the whole 16 grand back on my behalf because I didn't have the cash. And I was a lot younger then. And then I had to pay him back every week or every month. I can't remember the setup now, but I paid him back until it was all done. But one of the things that, again, this is what I'm saying, I don't regret anything. Yeah, it was a terrible, terrible mistake. And it was probably the most stressed I've ever been still to this day. But if I never went through that, I would have never created my online coaching business because I was basically... I refused. I said to myself, well, I'm not fucking paying this out of my wages. I was like, this isn't even debt I've racked up. Like, I had to pay it back. Long story, can't go into it. But I said, I'm not doing it. So I was like, I need to figure out a way how to pay this back. So I started doing online coaching, but in the beginning, I started doing it for free. So I'd get testimonials, and off the back of the testimonials, I used to sell the programs. I was already doing coaching, like my friends and stuff, but then I thought, I could turn this into a business. And then I paid back the whole debt using online coaching. And then once the debt was paid back, everything else was profit. So if it actually wasn't for that situation, I wouldn't have a successful coaching business. So again, everything's a blessing in disguise.
Facts.
Yeah, just how you look at it.
It's just how you look at it. I could have gone the other
How
way.
you act on it.
Yeah, it's
Everything's a blessing. It's
How you respond.
yeah, that's it. Everything is how you respond.
Everything.
Everything's how you respond. I could respond like going, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, no worries, yeah. Or I don't know, it could have sent me into a spiral. I could have gone into depression. I could have gone into, I might have to fucking be in massive debts right now. I could have got CCJ. There could have been loads of different outcomes. But the way I responded to it was like proactive rather than thinking, oh, why is this happening to me?
Yeah, facts.
So maybe take a lesson out of that. I don't know.
On a light-hearted one to try and end it on then. One thing I regret is not fucking around more at school, even though I did really muck around. I've looked back and I think, I could have mucked around even more.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd fuck around even more than I did.
I've done enough, mate.
Well, me and Yo got kicked out.
I was
But
a little shit at school, mate.
Bruv, our year used to go to the pet store down the road and say to the pet store owner that we had pet snakes and pet whatever else, get boxes and boxes of crickets
So bad.
so you could feed the snakes and then let them out in food tech.
We were so bad, bro.
That's so funny.
We were the only year in that school
Not to
ever
have a prom.
never to have a prom.
That's
We
so
weren't.
funny.
allowed. We were that.
we
were
were
that naughty,
so
bro.
bad,
We
bro.
were so bad, bro. I know that won't sound like much, but like,
not allowed.
like,
The prom is mental.
bro, like me, Yo, Perry, and Tom Plant. Perry Cressy, Tom Plant, and Hayden. We got kicked out when we were just coming into year 10, so just before sort of GCSE started. So we used to be allowed into school twice a week, something like that. Sometimes we used to be allowed in on certain days. That's when all that thing kicked off, remember? And it was like, have you just been called up to say that was you? I'll go into that. And when we used to go into school, we used to get searched when we used to go into school. Like we went in on
Not for knives and stuff.
no,
for eggs,
eggs, anything
whatever,
like that.
yeah.
Water balloons, all that sort of shit. Like, no one was carrying knives and shit back then. But I remember we were going in on fucking Leavers Day, and they didn't. Miss Simpson wasn't going to let you in the school.
Yeah.
And she did. And it was not. We used to have to go into it was called Carmel Centre. It was like a detention centre. So I wasn't allowed in any classes. I used to go into Carmel Centre. I was allowed out a break. Go back there. I was, bro. I literally done. Me and like Perry used to be in there. Me and Yo used to be in there. Allowed at lunch and go back in there for school, and that was it. Just got allowed in to go and do my exams. I have to go straight back out of school. We were bad, mate. We were naughty.
I wonder what like our teachers think like if they could all see us now.
They probably do know I was.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, like,
I got all of them.
Proud.
No, I don't think they would.
Oh, I don't know.
No, no way. Because they none of them
kids.
teachers would have watched the long form. They'd have watched some clips on the internet and gone, "Oh, there's some fucking idiots from school." Fuck them. You still have to have. I'm not gonna go. I was gonna
No. Other than that, the school was a blast.
Yeah, decent.
Cherish the moments, man. They go
Yeah,
quick.
facts.
Plenty
Like,
more
There's
mistakes.
a lot of young watchers as well.
You know, when you're younger, like, I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait to work and make money and just live like. No, mate. Trust me. Cherish school times.
Stay a kid as long as you can.
100%.
You've
Those were
got
the
good
times.
years coming though. Like life,
life's the best it's ever
life
been,
in the
man.
last like 3 or 4
absolutely.
years has been.
Would you say life now is better than it's ever been?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I would.
I would 100%.
I don't know, man. We've had some really good years over the last few years.
I'd say the last 4 years of my life are the best 4 years of my
I'm
life.
not saying like this year's better than last year. I'm not saying like that, but I mean like in the last 4 years, it's probably been the best 4 years of my life.
Same.
Yeah, okay.
I would agree.
Some people would be like, "Oh, I remember like back in the day when it was that good." Like, I don't think that. I think,
2021, the first year out of COVID, that's when my life just went out
Yeah.
straight away. My life was just unbelievable after that.
yeah,
I would agree.
Life's peaked.
I would
like,
agree.
fun wise and just life wise.
Yeah,
just
lifestyle
sick.
wise, I
Figured out so much, innit?
Yeah,
Very hard to top. And yet still I live by the saying that some of the best days of your life haven't even happened yet.
they probably haven't.
Do you
They
reckon?
haven't.
Do you
Some of
reckon?
the worst days haven't happened yet.
Apart from experience,
Cheers, bro.
don't you think it's like the clarity though as well?
What do you mean?
Like I just like it's not just having so much fun in the past 4 years. It's just now today when I think in my head like everything's a lot more clear of like how life is going to turn out or how I want it to turn out.
You found your passion.
Yeah, like
I think that comes with a bit of age as well. I feel like we've experienced a lot now.
just
back
more,
then,
just
like, you
more
don't
clear.
know.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was very confused in my 20s. Like, I don't
I think
know what
everyone
my life's
is.
going to be
Yeah,
like
bro.
my 30s.
Do you know what? That's a good thing. What Ozzy just said there. If you're in your 20s right now, you're meant to be confused.
Yeah,
You are meant to be like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck am I doing? Where am I going? What am I meant to be doing? What am I meant to be doing this? Am I meant to be doing that? Everyone seems like their life's got their life figured out. Trust me, no one's got their life figured out.
yeah.
And even if they do, don't compare yourself.
Yeah, no one. Like we know 40, 50, 60-year-olds that might look like they've got they still don't even know what they're doing. Like everyone's winging it. That's one thing you have to understand. Everyone in life is winging it. And if they tell you that they're not, they're chatting shit. Like they are winging it. Some people get really lucky. Some people are really smart and do certain things, but they're still figuring stuff out, mate.
Oh yeah, some people get unbelievably lucky.
But I know people that are rich and living very good lives, but still just
Don't know what-
wing-
yeah,
just
there's that.
don't know what they're doing, just
Yeah.
winging
But
it.
I know rich people that are literally financially set for life and they've got the most boring life on earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, give me your money. I know how to spend it
Even
better.
some of them don't know how they've done it.
No.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, they made a few investments, got lucky here, got lucky there. Something paid off.
And good for them.
Yeah,
right?
oh, yeah,
kudos
good,
to
yeah.
them,
I'm not hating on
absolutely.
anyone, but
They're not
it's
hating.
a
I
bit
just
like,
don't want these young. If you're in your late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, sitting there thinking I need my life figured out, bro. Trust me, we're still winging it.
It just clicks at some point.
Yeah, we understand what we want to be doing now, but there's still so much shit that we're figuring out along the way about how to make this work. We're finding new problems and discovering new things because we're doing new stuff. So please don't ever sit there and think, oh, I regret not going to uni. I regret not studying this. Like, you're meant to be exactly where you're meant to be right now, man. You're good.
And even if it is something that they've done incorrectly, like you can't go back, just draw a line and figure out how to move forward. That's all you can do because you can't move back.
Facts.
Like you can't,
Like smoking a fag out of a bird's ass.
basically.
Do you regret that?
Not 1 inch.
No.
Not 1 inch.
If I could go back in time, I'd do it again.
Who filmed it? It was either me or you.
One of us, yeah.
Because the thing is, when I watched it the next day, I didn't remember it happened.
I remember it happening.
He doesn't remember it happening.
I remember it happening exactly that moment.
You don't remember filming it?
I don't know.
Maybe I filmed
remember
it and
witnessing
just blacked
it.
out.
I don't know if I witnessed it through a screen or not, but I just remember seeing it. You know, he's a weirdo. He's going to regret that in the morning.
I would love to know who filmed it.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know why you didn't chop her. She
No,
looked
it might
game.
have been. It might have been.
Couldn't chop a tomato
it
that day,
might have
mate.
been Louis. It might have been Louis.
Maybe.
Because he was filming a fair bit.
We're going south.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to love you and leave yous. It's been an honour.
Like, subscribe.
Leave a comment section.
So autistic. Leave a comment in the comment section.
We'll see you next.
It's 3 a.m., mate.
Peace.
Fucking hell.